You're listening to an audio article by the Common Constitutionalist. Today's article is entitled, Leftist Latinos Demand End to Free Speech. It's a fact provable possibly by science that what little common sense many high school kids have rapidly fades away when they go off to college. With any and all parental supervision removed, students believe they have a license to be stupid. Such it was at Cornell University when a student and member of the Zeta Psi fraternity was heard chanting, "Build that wall." The chant was heard, quote, near the Latino Living Center early Wednesday morning, less than 24 hours after President Donald Trump ordered the end of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA, program, unquote, writes the Cornell Daily Sun. To clarify the above statement, as the Cornell Daily Sun will surely not, President Trump did not end the DACA program. He suspended it for 6 months to allow the correct branch of government, the legislative, to craft a lawful solution. They, like all other leftists, would prefer their readers to believe racist Trump just ended it. I'm not defending Trump's decision, as it was an illegal action. I think he should have just ended it and left it at that, but I'm not president. If I may digress further, why is there a campus Latino Living Center, and who paid or pays for its construction, maintenance, and operation? I know these are rhetorical questions. Of course, tuition money and probably government grants did and do. In other words, directly and indirectly, we did. And here I thought the left was all about inclusiveness, yet at every turn we hear of another room, floor, housing facility, and center dedicated to further segregating college students. How is this a good thing? If these students were told they must congregate at the Latino Living Center, they would revolt. Yet given a choice, they happily and voluntarily separate themselves. That's diversity for you. Vice President for Student and Campus Life Ryan Lombardi confirmed the incident in an email sent out to Cornell students Thursday morning. The email said that an individual has accepted responsibility. However, Lombardi added that although he recognizes rights of open expression, he is concerned about a pattern of the marginalization of many members of the Cornell community. Allow me to translate. While Ryan Lombardi recognizes the right of free speech, he will never defend it. If he wished to defend free speech, he would have said that he disagrees with the students' chant, but he has every right to say it, period. Perhaps Mr. Lombardi should remember that the First Amendment is to protect speech we disagree with. Otherwise, it wouldn't be necessary. Both the student and the national chapter of Zeta Psi apologized in writing to the LLC, the Latino Learning Center. Good enough, right? Wrong-o. It is and will never be good enough for the leftist grievance industry. Instead, the La Asociación Latina, umbrella organization for all things Latino on campus, and there are many, issued several demands of the fraternity. May I ask why the entire fraternity must be held to account for one member? Again, rhetorical. They demanded that, quote, Zeta Psi hold their members involved accountable, it was one, that they issue a formal apology, that they accept sanctions, and that they undergo diversity training, unquote. Anything else? Yep. The LAL also demanded that the entire Greek system admit that there is a culture of racism throughout. Oh, and they have 2 weeks to, quote, come up with a plan to address the demands, unquote. Now they're attaching timetables to their demands. So this is what happens when you compromise. Give an inch and these radicals will demand a mile. And don't think for a moment if they give in to these current demands, it will end there. While I agree that the wall must be built, the kid was stupid for chanting it. But if there is a price to be paid for his stupidity, it should be paid by him alone. And in America, there should be no price he should have to pay beyond possible social ostracization. That's between him and his peers. This is just further proof of the left's disdain of free speech, particularly on college campuses. Thank you for listening.